We have all had days on which we're running late for work, but then realize that our car's tires are deflated. Have you ever been in this guy's situation? Different methods of research were used. Here you can see us using the 535 brainstorming research technique to narrow down the problems and agree upon a final idea. Further discuss our ideas and designs, we arranged another meeting and narrowed down our ideas. We had a total of 5 concepts, that is, 1 concept per person, and ended up going with the best out of the 5 with a rating of 665. This technique helped us agree upon the final product, and from this point on, we started the manufacturing process. We also analyzed our idea using the failure mode and effects analysis. We first defined the limits and focused more on the process FMEA. This technique helped us identify our product's potential areas of failure, which were then ranked in terms of the level of their severity. We arranged a casual group meeting to discuss and give our respective opinions about each other's ideas. This helped us achieve a wide range of diverse concepts. The model build plan is another process which gave us an idea of the essentials for the product. It gave us the idea of the risk being investigated, the manufacturing process of the product, and identifying the final material of the product. We went ahead and asked a few of our fellow university students to know their opinion. So how many miles does your car do in a week?
So it does about 360 miles.
360 miles. And how many times have you had your tyre change?
Well, I actually just went yesterday.
Because we've come up with an idea of self-inflating tyres.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Like the tyre self-inflate by itself. So would you ever try and purchase it?
Well, yeah, it would save me a lot of time, a lot of money, especially with the mileage I do, yeah.
We then asked the engineering school officer's staff member for their opinion. Have you heard about self-inflating tyres?
No.
So basically you've got tyres and they self-inflate themselves if they get deflated for some reason.
I think that would be a marvellous idea.
Yeah. After finishing with the school office, the survey was then followed on to the engineering school senior lecturer, Mr. Ian Watts.
Do you think it's like an idea that can come to like every car?
As a safety feature, I think it's a very good idea if you're able to monitor the car tyre pressures and top them up easily.
Yeah, especially like when you hit the bumps and stuff, the tire pressure goes down, and then it just tops it up yourself. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
We made full use of an online survey website called SurveyMonkey and spread the survey all across the world, including the Middle Eastern countries. We collected a great amount of feedback and hence constructed bar graphs and pie charts showing the difference in the responses. The majority of the people said they drive 100 to 200 miles in a week. They spend 10 to 20 pounds on tyre repairs and constant tyre air pressure inflations, and the majority also responded yes to purchasing self-inflating tyres. We sat together as a group and came up with different designs and diagrams and produced various sketches related to our potential idea. Here you can see us discussing about how we can make our product better than our competition. Our competition is Goodyear and Coda. Coda uses silicone for their peristaltic pump tube. However, after doing some research, we have found a better and a much more cost-effective material, Santoprene. Santoprene can be used instead of silicone as it has a strong acid and alkaline resistivity. It can withstand temperatures up to 215 degrees Celsius. It is flame retardant and it has excellent weather properties. It has a tensile range of up to 500 to 2500 psi. Keeping our competition in mind, we have changed the material of our parts, giving us a reduced cost. This gives the total cost of the product as £105.70. All the information was then fed into SolidWorks assembly, which then gave us a bill of materials. This sketch animation gives us a general idea of how the inflation takes place. The pressure inside the tube is created by the weight of the vehicle, which occurs through the rotation of the tire when it is deflated. The idea of using the tube for inflation already exists. However, our product has an additional pressure regulator and sensor to control the flow of the air pressure. When inflation is off, the pressure regulator covers the intake hole and the air auto-regulates in the tube, whereas when the inflation is on, the pressure regulator moves and the air is pushed into the tire by the pressure created by the vehicle's weight. The end of the product consists of 2 holes. One is connected to the end of the tube and the other is for feeding the tire with air. This video was about auto tire inflation. This will help you save time.